For me, I know that school will be closed at least for 2 more weeks. Initially I just rolled around the house, slept a lot, watched a lot of YouTube videos, not doing a lot. So I thought, why not create a video where we talk about 10 things you can do at home during this coronavirus break. On a sidebar, make sure to check out your local, provincial, or federal level of government for information around COVID-19 and just to listen to their advice. I have a few links in the description down below that you can check out. We need to flatten the curve so that our medical doctors, our frontline personnel, everyone involved who are the true heroes during this crisis aren't overwhelmed by the amount of people that are going into the healthcare system at this time. So my heart goes out to all the doctors out there, all the frontline personnel, all the nurses, grocery workers stocking up our shelves. Please stay safe and do our part. So let's get into the video. First thing you do at home is making Spotify playlists. It's not just your regular old smash songs together and play shuffle, but actually create a well-structured playlist that you enjoy and will listen to all the time. One of the things that you can do is have a storyline or a structure behind your playlist with different genres and different moods that you want to capture. Make sure that the beginnings of the songs match with the ending of the song before it so that there was a seamless transition. This is an excruciating process. Take you at least a few days if you want to do it right. First, you'll have to compile the songs that you want to put in your playlist, as well as making sure that the transitions are good. But hey, you have so much time, so go at it and comment down below what type of playlist you're gonna create. Whether that's a moody playlist, a fun one, an exercise playlist, anything that you want to do. Comment down below so we know what playlist you're gonna make. The second thing that you can do during this break is a bit more serious, but it's to think about what goals that you have and how you can achieve those goals. This could be anything that is academic, relationships, anything that you feel you want to strive towards. Think about some of the regrets that you've had, or maybe that you've been playing too many video games recently. Plan out what you want to do during this break by watching this video and deciding what of these 10 things that you want to do, but also what you want your life to look like afterwards. Because without a plan, you could easily get lost. And it's easy to do that when things are fast-paced, but now that things have slowed down and you're at home for an extended period of time, take this time to self-reflect on what you want to do. By the way, if you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel yet, make sure to do that down below. It helps a lot. My goal right now is to get 100 subscribers so that we can start building on this channel. It'll be something outside of my friend groups because I want to make sure that these advice shares out to as many people as possible because it's quite useful. Third thing you can do are at-home exercises. Even if you live in a small place like an apartment or a condo, these are things you can do to make sure that you're healthy and you're fit. I really enjoy the at-home exercises from Nike Training Club. They have so many tips, routines that you can do based on your skill level. There are also other apps that can help you train at home. But if you don't feel like doing that, some simple push-ups, sit-ups, squats, lunges, stretching, these are all really useful ways to make sure that you're healthy and fit during this time. Tip number 4, learn how to cook. I know that quite a few will stumble upon this video because of my university reaction videos. So, like me, we're heading to university in September. I'm not balling, I'm not super rich, so I probably would have to cook. So this is a great time to learn different recipes that are simple, that are easy, that you can cook for yourself. Macaroni and cheese, pasta, fried vegetables are all really good ways to make sure that you keep your budget low, but also stay healthy as well. So do what rocks your boat, learn from your parents on what you can cook. You can learn some of your family recipes and some impressive dishes that you could show off at a college party. This is my personal favorite on this list, and it's to watch Michael Sandel. Michael Sandel is this political philosophy professor at Harvard who has classes of like 1,000 students, and his YouTube series titled Justice, which I'll link down in the description below, are just phenomenal. He engages students in such a nuanced way where there's always constant debate between students, and he acts as this moderator that allows students to sort of question things that they haven't thought about before because they just weren't exposed to it. He touches on the trauma trolley problem. There are also numerous current political questions that he asks. Just a great series. I personally fell in love with it. I fell in love with this teaching style. It's an amazing series that if you're interested in just sort of delving into deep philosophical questions that are tied to our current day world, and for you to sort of self-reflect on what your beliefs are, this is the perfect YouTube series for you. It is phenomenal. Make sure to check it out. The link is in the description. It is absolutely amazing. Number 6, read. There's so many things you can read out there right now, whether that's non-fiction, fiction, or just picture books if you're interested in that as well. If reading's not your thing, you could also download things such as Audible, where you could just listen to the stories at night, when you're working out, when you're just lying on your bed bathing in the sun. There's so many different things that you can read. You can also read about the COVID-19 crisis. There are websites where you can read articles about it. If you want to check out the New York Times, all of their COVID-19 articles are actually free. You don't need a subscription to access them, so check those out. Inform yourself about what's happening in your country and around the world so that you could be more informed about what's going on. Another thing you can learn to do is to learn about probability and counting. I've recently been exposed to this in my data management class, and I initially hated it. It was the most crazy thing, dumb, it was non-intuitive, but here's why you should learn it, especially when it comes to things such as poker, other card games, or lottery games. For example, in poker, you wouldn't expect that there are so many ways to find like 2 pairs. There are so many paths that you can take that all lead to the right answer, but if you neglect one or another, then you sort of fall flat. So make sure to check those out. They're a great series about probability and counting on Khan Academy. It's a great website for not just this, but also other academic materials as well. So make sure to check it out. Number 8, play chess. It's intriguing and it's fun, and for me, because I'm pretty competitive, when I go into a chess game on chess.com or Lichess and I lose, it feels pretty bad, and you want to find out all the ways you can win. And so I feel like when it comes to amateur chess players like me, there are 2 stages. There's just the first stage where it's you just play based on your knowledge of the game. But once you get to a point where you feel that that's not enough and you're stuck at 1,000 points in chess.com, you probably want to think of other ways, whether that's looking at different openings, whether that's looking at end games, stuff that you can do to make it better. So definitely go out there, play some chess on chess.com or Lichess. These are great sites. It's fun. Invite your friends, duke it out, and find ways you can improve so that you can show off in a random scenario, because they do say chess is a sport, not a game, and I stand by that fact. Number 9, learn another language. This is such a useful skill later on in life because just how global our world has become. I personally am learning French or improving on my French during this time. You could choose a language that you want to learn. Numerous languages that are very optimal in this current world are Mandarin, French, Spanish, and you could use in a lot of places around the world. Of course, you can use apps such as Duolingo. You could always look through your dictionary or textbook, but I really enjoy watching children's shows because that's one of the ways you can learn the conversational aspects of the language and also the different tenses in a way that is practical and applicable in your conversations with native speakers. So in French, numerous shows, Curious George, there's also Madeleine that you could also watch. But if you have any other shows or if you're learning any other languages, there are also other shows that you can find on Netflix, on YouTube, where you can sort of catch on to the learning curve that a child would learn a language through. The last thing you can do during this COVID-19 break is to clean your room. You're gonna be in your room for a long time, and it's probably a good idea to clean it out so that you're not living in a pile of dump for the next few months. Make sure that you clean your room, throw away any loose papers that you don't need, do your dirty laundry, sort of reshuffle things so that things are organized and neat, and so you feel good when you wake up. If you want to do something, you feel productive in doing so. Another thing you can do for your room is to make little decorations for it. You cut out little stars from Bristol board or cardboard paper. You could also do things such as moons, anything that rocks your boat to make your room feel more personalized and better. It's also a great time to look into things that you want to put in your university dorm. If you are a senior right now, you can look on Amazon, other websites to sort of freshen up your dorm, and you could create a lot of the stuff now. Whether that's Polaroid photos, string lights, you could get those now so that you don't need to worry about those during the summertime a week before moving into your dorm. So spend this time in your room, make it look nice, or look into ways, different things that you want to put in your university dorm later on. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Remember to practice social distancing and to stay safe. Stay at home, wash your hands, make sure that you aren't interacting with other people and just your family. And of course, watch all the videos that we have here so that you could be entertained. I hope these 10 tips really help in terms of making sure that your COVID-19 break is as productive and as fun as possible. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe down below. It'll really help out the channel. Adios.
But I've only loved one man. I've got a hunch I'm never going to